Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. I happened to see this show this morning on TV, and it was about, narcotic drugs, opioids, all the abuse, all the new laws, all that stuff. And they were talking about, all the people that are getting addicted, all the people that are overdosing, all the people that are dying. And there was this guy who was an addict, and he was standing next to Obama, and he was up there talking to Obama, and Obama's explaining all the new laws and why they're doing this and why they're doing that. And the interesting thing, it was all one-sided. There was no chronic pain patients on the other side of Obama, basically explaining our side of the story on this thing. I understand that that's a big, it's a big issue, all the people overdosing and getting addicted and all this stuff, and there's all these treatment centers, but what about the chronic pain patients? I guess we're kind of like the new Expendables. No one seems to really want to stick up for us. It's just like, all right, well, and I keep hearing like there's more and more new studies that, just narcotic drugs, narcotic painkillers are just not, they just don't work long term and blah, blah, blah. Well, if that's true, how come I've been taking them for 20 years and they still work for me? My wife's been taking them for probably at least 5 or 6 years and they still work for her. So where are these studies they're even talking about? I mean, and who's doing them? If you ask me, it's all about money. An interesting thing is every time I do a video about this, YouTube pulls the monetization off of it. If you don't know what that is, if you watch YouTube much, my videos are monetized, so ads will run at the beginning of them, and a lot of people do that. And if a video gets enough views, you get paid a little bit of money for that, but these videos aren't that popular anyway, so basically they're taking away a few cents from me. It's not enough for me to even care. It's just not even enough to matter. But I don't know. Sometimes I'll put the video up and it's monetized, and then all of a sudden, after a few comments, after a few days, it's not monetized anymore. So someone's keeping an eye on what I talk about. I guess I'm like the outlaw, the bad guy who's, on the other side of the fence talking about, that narcotic drugs are not bad and this and that. I don't know who's watching me, someone in the government or someone on YouTube, or I don't know who it is, but happens every freaking time. The thing is, how come lately I watch TV and it seems like every other commercial is a prescription drug commercial for some kind of antidepressant, and that's what they try to put people on for chronic pain. I've been on many of those. They don't work. They don't work at all for me. And my wife's been on many of those. They don't work for her either. So why are there so many of those ads out there? It's all about money. There's corruption somewhere, because, a lot of those antidepressants cause suicide and stuff too, and all kinds of other side effects. If you listen to the stupid commercials, there's like, a zillion different side effects from those things. So, it's like, who decides this drug is okay, that drug is not okay? I mean, really? It's just, it's ridiculous. It's like, and I've almost like quit doing these videos, but more and more I get people commenting, and they're chronic pain patients, sufferers, saying, you got to keep doing these because you're exactly right and no one else is saying anything. So just keep making these videos. I don't think anybody's going to pay attention that matters. It's not going to probably change anything, but kind of gets it off my chest. It's like, You know, I don't get where all this stuff's coming from. You know, the pain. I went to a pain management doctor once, and she prescribed me like narcotic painkillers and like way more than any other doctor ever did. And she wanted me to just take them around the clock, you know, not even let myself get into pain. And she prescribed me so much, I didn't even take the full amount. I probably only took like half the amount. But she was like, you know, I feel like these are way under prescribed for chronic pain patients and sufferers. It's like, you know, you need this stuff so you can get up and move around. Otherwise, you just lay in bed and then you get worse and worse. And I totally agree with that. My wife is the same way. You know, she takes one, you know, Percocet or something, she can get up and move around for a while, but they just keep cutting them back to the point where, yeah, she can't do anything. And, you know, saying that they don't help long term is ridiculous. I don't know where that's coming from. These studies are just, I'd like to know who's doing these studies, you know, someone with ulterior motives, or it's, you know, it's just helping their agenda. I just don't get it. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.